ごめんねラビア。卒業したらウェーブラン治安局の機動隊に入るつもりなの。
なら私も一緒に行こう。ウェーブランを変えたいと思ってるのはあんた一人だけじゃないからさ。
私と出会ってくれて、そばにいて私を守ってくれて本当にありがとう。
準備はいいかな。
じゃ出発。
二人とも思ったより早く成長してるのね。
同じ証拠でも見方によって解釈も違ってくるわ。
あんたもあの事件は怪しいって思ってるんだよな。
なかなかいい腕だ。この現場はソナタラに任せた。
現状を変え正義を取り戻す。私たちはそのためにここにいる。くそ、正面からぶつかっても勝ち目がありません。
その憎しみこそが生きる力だ。それでよかったんです。
この場で命を落とそうとも決して引きはしない。
心の中の正義は実現しねえ。永遠にな。
この先どんな難局に直面するか、あなたが知らないわけがあるまい。
誰かが担わなくてはならない。どんな代償を払ってでも。
後悔するような決断だけは絶対にしちゃダメだ。
いつまでも続きますように。
Night Crimson is almost here. I hope you all enjoyed the trailer for our upcoming expansion. This is Doe, welcoming you back to the channel for another Sword of Convallaria video. With the debut of the Night Crimson units, we're also getting 3 brand new SR units added to the pool, so I thought it'd be the perfect time to take a quick look at what these new additions bring to the table. Without further ado, let's dive in. First up is Bitterwort, a healer and watcher affiliated with the Night Crimson, Discipline, and Iria faction. Her trait, Bitter Medicine, grants all allies within a certain radius the Bitter Medicine buff. This buff automatically restores 40% of an ally's HP when they enter a dying state, after which the buff is consumed. Her star level primarily increases her magic attack stat. At 5 stars, the range of her Bitter Medicine buff expands from a 2-tile radius to a 4-tile radius, significantly increasing her support capabilities. Her initial skill, which also happens to be one of her core skills, Bitter Restorative Medicine, restores 40% of the target's HP and grants the Bitter Medicine buff if the target doesn't already have it. The most relevant faction aura for her would be Akambe's Rewards and Punishment. This is because its special effect aligns well with Bitterwort's rank 7 skill, Don't Give Up, which has a 4-turn cooldown. Akambe's aura reduces cooldown times, enabling her to use this medium-range AoE healing and regeneration skill more frequently. When you're not using Bitterwort exclusively as a healer, her rank 3 skill, Restraining Order, can serve as a great enabler for Dandelion's aura for Iria, which allows all Irian allies to deal 20% more damage. Additionally, she can function as an AoE energy battery with her rank 1 skill, Light of the Mind. I haven't tested her yet, so at this point I won't recommend which skills to prioritize. At first glance though, Light of the Mind, Restraining Order, Don't Give Up, and her initial skill stand out as excellent options. What do you guys think? Moving on to the second new SR character, the Mini Nungal, Darkin. His trait, Dark Glow, converts all physical damage dealt by Darkin into magical damage. Additionally, the farther he is from his target, the higher his damage output. This distance-based damage increases further as his star level rises. At 3 stars, Darkin gains the ability to recover 1 energy upon defeating an enemy, which upgrades to 2 energy at 5 stars. His initial skill, Precise Elimination, is a high-impact ability that can only be used before he moves. This skill deals 140% damage, guarantees a 100% critical hit rate, and ignores 30% of the target's defense. Looking at the rest of his kit, it's clear that Darkin is designed as a ranged DPS. His rank 1 skill, Mobile Squad Member, increases his speed and boosts damage dealt. His rank 7 skill, an exclusive skill for Darkin, instantly grants extra range and allows him to act again if he defeats his target. Regarding faction auras, both Dantalion's for Iria and Cole's Perfect Assassin synergize perfectly with his DPS setup. Dantalion's aura increases his damage output by 20% when the 3 debuff requirement is met, and Cole's Perfect Assassin enhances his critical damage output. Darkin also has access to Restraining Shot, a skill that mirrors Bitterwort's Restraining Order, but deals piercing damage equal to 20% of the target's HP. This skill is excellent for enabling Dantalion's aura, especially when paired with his Mobile Squad Member passive. As for his rank 9 basic attack, Disarming Shot stands out as a better option, as it allows him to inflict debuffs more consistently while avoiding the limitation of straight range shots. Finally, let's talk about Roar, a breaker from the Night Crimson, Iria, and Aggression factions. His trait Roar increases his HP, allows him to ignore block, and grants him additional speed and movement at the start of battle. If he has speed or movement buffs, his physical and piercing damage are further enhanced. These bonuses scale with his star level, maxing out at 15% HP and 20% increased physical and piercing damage at 5 stars. His initial skill, Insightful Bash, may seem underwhelming compared to the other units we've discussed, but his overall kit highlights him as a piercing damage-focused DPS, which is quite unique for an SR character. At rank 3, his skill-commanding presence boosts his damage potential by dealing 50% of his physical attack as piercing damage whenever his single target attacks avoid triggering counters or preemptive strikes. The other skill at this rank, Fierce Assault, synergizes well with his trait, further enhancing his offensive capabilities. At rank 7, Fierce Blade Dash becomes a key tool in his arsenal. This instant skill not only inflicts multiple debuffs on enemies, but also grants Roar defensive buffs, adding versatility to his kit. What stands out most, though, is his rank 9 basic skill, Furious Whirling Slash, which is currently exclusive to him. This attack deals piercing damage to a single target and follows up with AoE piercing damage to all enemies around him. I'm particularly curious to see how this ability performs in actual battles, as it could make Roar an effective hybrid of single target and AoE DPS. When it comes to faction auras, I believe Dantalion's aura is the best fit for Roar. Its bonus to overall damage output complements his unique role as a piercing DPS and enhances his effectiveness on the battlefield. Roar certainly brings something fresh to the SR lineup, and I'm excited to see how he performs in the hands of creative players. I should mention that Roar won't be available right away with the debut of the Night Crimson patch. While the first 2 SR units will be added as soon as the Crimson Night patch goes live, we'll need to wait for Roar until, if I'm not mistaken, the second half of the patch. So, what do you think of these new SR units? Personally, I think they bring something fresh compared to the SR characters we've had so far. With events like Universal Derivation, having more options for healers and DPS will definitely make things smoother for players. Let me know in the comments how you feel about these units and how you're planning to build them. As always, this is a sponsored video. Download the game using the link in the description to support the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and content. I'm super excited about the upcoming Night Crimson patch, and I hope you are too. That's all for today. Stay cool, stay crispy. This is Doe signing off. See you in the next video.